Emerson Fulmer won his first game of the season, helping the White Sox push past the Royals 5-3. At the start of the day, the White Sox sit in second place in the AL Central Division, 9.5 games behind first, while the Royals are fourth in the division. They're 13.5 out of first place. Matt Moore earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, helping lead the Tigers to the win over the Yankees 5-1. As of today, the Tigers are in last place in the AL Central, 18 games out of first, while the Yankees sit in first place in the American League East Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Angels finished off a 3-game sweep as they bested the visiting Indians 3-1. It was their 5th straight victory. In the standings, the Angels sit in second place in the American League West, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. And the Indians are leading the American League Central Division. They hold a dominant 9.5 game advantage. The Reds put together 10 total hits as they bested the Mariners in Safeco Field 7-3. As of right now, the Mariners are in 4th place in the AL West. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds sit in first place in the National League Central Division. They are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. Mike Minor got the win, putting him at double digits this season with 10, as the Rangers downed the Rays 2-1. At the start of the day, the Rangers sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 20 games out of first. And the Rays are in 3rd place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. The Oakland Athletics hit 3 long balls as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 10-1. As of today, the Astros are leading the AL West, 6 games up on second place, while the Athletics are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
From the city of brotherly love, MLB The Show has baseball from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Atlanta Braves and the Philadelphia Phillies. Number 90 makes his big league debut right after this. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Ready now, Ender Inciarte. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch on its way. On the corner at the knees, 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, D-Roll. There's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in a 4-game set. That's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
Now the 1-1 pitch. That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. Segura to his left. He's there. Throw not in time, so he's able to beat one out here to kick off the ball game. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Phillies have elected to challenge the
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there.
The call safe at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled
Here's Nick
out.
Markakis now, the right fielder, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Roll, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Now a sinker falls in there for a called strike. 2-1. 1 out, nobody on. Markakis ahead with a 3-1 count here.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Freddie Freeman, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right here to a left-handed power hitter. The one thing you want to do, keep the ball inside so he can't get those long arms out and extended. Really good pitcher's pitch right there, even though he didn't get the called strike.
And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one, 0-1. Markakis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Arrieta has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. Arrieta sets. Here's the 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. Braves strand one. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Max Fried will be on the mound for game 4. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's real easy to see why this guy's one of the top pitchers. His strikeout per 9 ratio is off the charts. What does that tell me? Not only is his stuff good, but when he throws it in the strike zone, he's tough to hit. If he brings his A game, pack up your bats because he's going to punch out quite a few hitters.
Gene Segura standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball in his eyes. 1 strike. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Hey, Matty V, yeah, they'd like to finish this series off strong, D-Roll. They lose the first game of the set. They come back storming, winning games 2 and 3. They'd like nothing more than to finish it off and go 3 out of 4 and win this one here.
And heading into the weekend, this could really fire up this team, both offensively and defensively.
With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. What's the word on them as they try to split the series, Mark?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has struggled to score runs the last couple games. Last 3 to 4 games to be exact. They're going to have to manufacture it in a different way. Can't wait for that 2-3 run homer. They're going to have to get guys on base, put the defense on their heels a little bit, maybe a little hit and run, maybe a little old school baseball.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Cesar Hernandez. Just 1 for 10 in the series coming in, so he'll look for better results here today. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2. So next to the plate for the Phils, Bryce Harper. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
Yeah, he's certainly in line for a home run title, but what I love about this guy is the slugging percentage is through the roof. He's leading the league in that category as well.
You know, interesting, in spring training, I had a chance to talk to him, and all he told me was, if you want to slug, we'll slug, and he's slugging.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. Line toward right center. Inciarte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Josh Donaldson.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
And this is low, ball 1. Now this one's hit hard to left field by Donaldson and deep. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on third baseman Maikel Franco. I think what gets lost in the shuffle, we get it. Offensive force. But he doesn't get enough credit for the way he handles the hot corner. The ability to pick it backhand and come up firing.
So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First offering on its way. Line towards center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting 7th, the catcher, Brian McCann.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher Brian McCann. Pitch on the way. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking the zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, from a hitter's perspective, I don't mind that take right there. I know it's in the zone, but this is a hitter's yard. You want something bell high that you can get loose on.
Hoskins behind to count 0-2. And this pitch is popped straight up right around the home plate area. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And let's focus our attention on the guy behind the plate putting the digits down. That's Brian McCann. I don't think he gets enough credit for his defense. The ability to massage a pitching staff, soft hands, and a nice throwing arm to second base. We already know from the offensive side he's a multiple-time All-Star with the ability to launch.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line towards center field. And the Phillies have their first hit of the ball game.
Batting 6th, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And you can see he really enjoys hitting here at Citizens Bank Park, which is not a shocker. It's a good place to be a hitter. Here comes the first pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Maikel Franco, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bottom of the second here with no score. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. The relay throw, and they get the double play at third. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. We've played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. They come into this game ranked first in the league in team ERA. And talking with some of the members of the staff prior to the game, they mentioned how they've really been able to feed off each other. They're a competitive bunch, so when one guy goes out and has a great game, the starter the next day feels the motivation to live up to that performance, if not best it. Maybe a big reason behind their success this year, guys.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Braves.
Standing in, Matt Schaefer. And this at-bat marks the beginning of his big league career. An exciting moment for him.
Oh, there's definitely some diamonds that fall through the cracks, and this is obviously one of them. You root for guys like this, late-round draft picks that have had to work so hard to get here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. 1 out. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Max Fried. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack, minimize pitches against these guys, and put them away early.
Two and 1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
The center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
So a runner at first with 1 out now, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Segura for 1. On to first. Not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Stepping in for the Braves, Nick Markakis. He drew a walk his first time up. Arrieta sets. First pitch on the way. Drilled to first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping up now, JT Realmuto. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
Here comes the first pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
In now, Jake Arrieta. He grounds it sharply to third. Donaldson's there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping in, Gene Segura. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see Freddie Freeman start things off when we return. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Freddie Freeman. He'll lead it off against Jake Arrieta.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that one right down Main Street. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Count remains at 0-2. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Harper coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Digging in, Ronald Acuna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And it's 1-1. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. 2-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, is intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Into the box now, Josh Donaldson, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Ranging back is Herrera, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively until now, working the edges, painting the corners, but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost him with an RBI extra base hit right there.
Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. Lined hard to the left side. But this is a foul ball. The 0-1 offering. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Now batting.
Man, it's like deja vu all over again. Two well-hit back-to-back doubles that bring in a run. This one ends up going off the wall, and it looks like they've got a pretty good idea what this guy's trying to do to them out there. Definitely getting some good swings against him.
Into the box, Matt Schaefer, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good pitch on the black. That was the sinker for a strike.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Braves lead it 2-0. Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And he misses low with it. 2-0. 2-0 pitch on the way. The count now at 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Here's Bryce Harper now. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Comes set and the 0-1. Trying to go the other way. Out toward third. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to left. Acuna is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 22, Andrew McCutchen.
Now in the box, Andrew McCutchen. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set. Here it comes. Heading out toward shallow right. Markakis giving chase, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Stepping in now, Odubel Herrera, as he's reaching at a curveball and comes up empty at strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Comes set. Now the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Liner toward right center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're down 2-0. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Max Fried. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Fried.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sinkers in there. No balls and a strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Pulled toward right center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Lays off 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Advantage count 2-0 to the Braves center fielder.
On 2-0, you can bet he's looking for a fastball that he can turn on and drive. Might be thinking about picking on that big hole between first and second.
Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. Segura for 1. On to first, a double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Standing in now, Nick Markakis. He was a ground out victim last time up. Hit softly down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And he misses there, 1-2. Ball 2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And this misses to Markakis. It's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Arrieta sets. 1-0 on its way. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's a 3-0 game.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Hoskins is there, and the side is retired. One for the Braves on the Freddie Freeman double. On to the bottom of the fifth. It's now 3-0 Atlanta.
What's up, man? How's it going?
And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense, and he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat, and while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now.
Welcome to the stream.
Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
For the Phillies.
Okay, thank you,
third
Heidi.
baseman, Michael Bronco.
First offering on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's nothing in
McDonald's
one.
LOL.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
We've seen this before.
Autocorrect
Fastballs
LOL.
in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
So 1-1. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And the Phillies are able to get things started with a leadoff double.
There's no question he's been struggling at the lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that pitch.
Yeah, that's one of those gift
How you
pitches.
been? You ready for Sunday night? Gonna be a good game against the Falcons.
Now at the plate, JT Realmuto hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB.
Yes, I am.
He hit that ball on the screws.
First pitch on its way. Line towards center field. A dive, but it'll get past him out in center, and this could roll till tomorrow.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, Zero, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Yeah, no doubt. By the way, you gonna start doing NBA 2K20 soon?
Nick Williams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Line drive to center field. Inciarte is right there, one down.
Now batting, shortstop, G. Segura.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
The 0-1 delivery. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here. So the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Markakis. He can't get there as it falls in. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all day. They've had some hits, but they just haven't hit when it mattered.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
And there's ball one. The 1-1 home. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Franco at third. Real Muto over at second. Segura is over at first with one away. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. To second for one. But one's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
The right fielder.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
And now Bryce Harper. Now the runner breaks for the plate. Hit on the ground to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And
okay, let's talk about it. MC Philly, I know you can hear me. I'm trying to adjust my mic. I got to try to get my mic better. You're talking about Mike Scott. Mike Scott, I saw the fight. And I think that the Mike Scott situation, I think it's an embarrassment. I think it's an embarrassment to the Sixer organization.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now? You probably can hear me. You probably can hear me now. I'm talking now. You probably can hear me now. Let's see. Can you hear me now? You probably can hear me.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. You can hear me now because I can hear myself. All right, I think I put it on pause because I gotta do something with the levels on this game. I gotta work on the levels. It's not even my headset. I don't have the levels all the way adjusted evenly on the game. So it's something I gotta do in the settings of my PS4. This is on me. It's not really even my headset. It's the levels of the volume in the PS4 settings. So I gotta try to. It's hard, man, because this is digital. But anyway, Mike Scott, I want to go to that. Mike Scott, I think that's a bad look for the Sixers. there was nothing good about it, nor anything funny about it at all, you know. And I definitely take my sports. I take it very seriously. And you're a public figure when you're doing sports, especially for your city. You know, you're a public figure. I'm a YouTube gamer, and I take this serious in terms of dealing with the public. And being involved in that. That's not a good look. He's a professional athlete. It's not a good look, man. I don't care if you're on the bench, you second string. You got to carry yourself in a respectable way. And even in my personal life, just as a gamer, YouTuber, I carry myself in a certain way, you know. And I'm public. I'm always online. I'm public, man. You know, not only just if I'm in the community, if I'm in the city, I'm public. You know, all the time, even home. My wife, even home. So you have to conduct yourself in an appropriate way. That Mike Scott is not a good look. You probably gonna hear Stephen A. Smith. He's gonna talk about it. It's all over line about Mike Scott. I saw it. The Eagle tailgate. He's wearing Redskins outfit. He should have did that. That don't make no sense. And then he went down to the Eagles tailgate party. You already know the deal. All right? You know Philadelphia sports, you know CBS Sports, you know what it's all about. So no, I don't approve Mike Scott's behavior. Not at all. I don't approve that. Not at all. That's not classy. He's supposed to be more classier than that. Especially the Sixers. You never hear about Joel Embiid. You never hear about Ben Simmons. You never hear about Eldon Brand, the owner, GM, the coach Brett Brown. You never hear about no stuff like that on the off season. So I don't know what the Sixers are going to do, but that's not a good look for the Sixers organization. And if I was part of it, there might be some penalties behind that kind of behavior on the off season, because you're representing a brand. The Sixers are a brand, like the Flyers, the Eagles. That's a brand. You're representing a brand. You're making your brand look bad. You're making your family, your team. That's what the sports are. It's a family too. You know what I'm saying? So, and you're making Philly sports look bad. Philly has come a long way with the sports media, and I'm happy that Philly. You know, I'm seeing more Philly sports everywhere. I'm happy about it. I'm from Philly, so I promote my city sports, man. You know, even if I am gaming, and I'm trying to come out with a sports talk show soon, dealing with Philly sports. I got to get some more equipment, but I'm going to be trying to do some Philly sports talk. And I might get me another host soon. So there's going to be some changes on my channel, not just with the gaming. I'm going to try to also come out with a talk show and get me some good camera equipment and put a little money behind my channel. And I really want to pick up Philly sports, man. I got the spirit and the love for Philly sports, so I love to talk about Philly sports.
The run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hard hit ball to short. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Back with more on a Thursday night following this.
Okay, the auto talk is not working. Oh, I don't know what's going on then, Philly. MC Philly, I don't know what's up, man. The auto talk, Yeah, this auto talk thing is acting. I don't know what's up with my chat room. The auto talk should be working, though. Yeah, MC Philly, that's bad behavior, man. That's bad behavior, man. He shouldn't be acting like that. I don't approve that, man.
Sir Anthony Dominguez takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
So coming to the plate, Josh Donaldson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Josh Donaldson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Dansby Swanson, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Yeah, something got to be done about that, MC Philly.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Dominguez, just 24 years of age. He's a second-year big leaguer. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6.
You don't do that kind of stuff. You don't do that in the public like that. Even in private, you don't behave like that. That's inappropriate behavior by Mike Scott. He should be let off that team, man.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side.
He should be let off that team with that kind of behavior. I'm not liking Mike Scott.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2. Takes this the other way to right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Brian McCann.
Striding in, Brian McCann. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Yeah, the Antonio
3 runs,
Brown
6
situation.
hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. And he misses again, 2-0.
You know what? I'm surprised that Antonio Brown, they still got him playing, you know? The NFL...
That's lifted the other way out to left. McCutcheon is under it, and that's the 3rd out.
That's a bad situation. And,
Down in order go the Braves, and it remains a 3-2 ball game.
Of the log, you know. I hope Antonio Brown, man. I hope he's not in more trouble than what he is, but.
So digging in now, Andrew McCutcheon. He singled his last time up.
No fielder, Andrew.
He is a clown. He should just get out of this league. He is drama.
And he fouls this one off.
There he is. There he is. You know what? He reminds me of Terrell Owens. He reminds me of Terrell Owens.
Hit out towards second. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Well, Dan, the sun goes down and this guy lights up right here. That's his 3rd knock of the night.
Talk about having a good night. 3 hits, and hey, he might have another at bat or 2 before this one ends.
And he's not playing. He hasn't played no football, by the way. Since he's been,
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera rounded softly down the line toward first. One there, Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Well, they got the tying run on base, but one ground ball later, and it's gone. He's going to be frustrated with himself after that.
And week 10, they haven't done anything. Yeah, Antonio Brown, man, is starting to become a bunch of hype. He got to play football, man. He got too much going on, man. He got too much going on. You know what I'm saying? In the off season, you know, the athletes or whatever have their personal life, but your personal life ain't supposed to is not supposed to like become a problem in terms of your public image. And with Antonio Brown, straight up, man, he got too much going on. I like him as a player. He was also on my fantasy pick. I even wanted the Eagles to pick him up one time, man, but I'm going to be honest, man. Antonio Brown these days, and what I've seen last year and all season, he got too much going on, man, that's really not having that much to do with football. The New England Patriots, they trying to start him, though, this week 2. The Patriots really don't need him, man. Not after they blew out the Steelers like they did, I think, Sunday Night Football in week 1. They don't really need him, man. So, like I said, with Antonio Brown, I'm seeing a lot of stuff happening, but I ain't seeing football being played. And also with the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns is a disappointment. I have to say that, man. The sad thing is they got Kareem Hunt, Baker Mayfield, Odom Beckham Jr. And the Browns, to me, look like they're going to be worse than before they got that start. I don't know, man. That week 1 loss.
Yeah, Eagles don't need him and that in the locker room.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to say it, MC Philly, man, but Antonio Brown is not playing enough football. I'm not seeing him play football. I'm about
Yeah,
action.
Cleveland was overhyped, it seems.
Cleveland Browns are overhyped. You know, I don't mean to sound like Stephen A. Smith. I know you know the sports analyst, Stephen A. Smith. I know you know about him. Cleveland Browns overhyped, man. Odom Beckham Jr., his game has went down. He's not playing the same as he played in New York. The Browns, man, I thought the Browns was going to do something special, man. Some of my buddies had the Browns on their fantasy team, especially Odom Beckham Jr. and Baker Mayfield. And I think they got Kareem Hunt as the running back for Cleveland. So, they got Landry. The Browns, man, they did not look good, man, against Titans. They should have beat the Titans, especially at home. Browns should have got the dub, but I don't know, man. And the Carolina Panthers, Cam Newton is he's not looking good, man. I watched that game last night, Tampa Bay and Carolina on Thursday. I think it was Thursday night last night, Thursday Night Football. And I don't know, man. You know, I don't know, man, but the NFL with Antonio Brown, we're going to see what happens, man. The Patriots only gave him a 1-year deal. He got $1 million now. The Raiders did try to rip Antonio Brown off, I was told. They didn't want to pay him the money that he wanted, so he decided to leave. But with the New England, that was the Raiders with Antonio Brown. But with the Raiders, he's only getting $15 million for 1 year. That's okay money. I don't know if that's money to live on. In the NFL, you got people getting $20-30 million contracts. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's no paper. That's not Carson Wentz kind of paper. That's not Deshaun Jackson probably make more money than right now. Deshaun Jackson is worth more, if you ask me, than Antonio Brown. Right now, Deshaun Jackson is more of a valuable asset because because he came back to the league scoring 2 touchdowns. He played good when he wasn't with Philly, and he always played good when he was with Philly. And he's a little older now, but he still got it. Deshaun Jackson still got it. He's still looking as good as he did when he played back in the day with Mike Vick. Deshaun Jackson still got it, and I'm going to say Deshaun Jackson is more of a valuable asset than Antonio Brown. I don't care if he is with the Patriots. Tom Brady with the Patriots is the greatest quarterback of 7 centuries. Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback I've seen play the game, hands down. New England Patriots is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady's team. I don't see anybody getting past the Patriots, but maybe the Kansas City Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, and maybe the Baltimore Ravens. Outside of that, the only threat is KC and Baltimore in the West. And New England, they going back, man. They look good. And Tom Brady's 42 years old, man, and he's playing just as good as he did years ago, man. So Antonio Brown, we don't need him.
Into the box, Michael Franco. No balls and a strike to count. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Chasing after it is Inciarte.
He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail 3-2. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Now at the plate, Matt Schaefer. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. His path to the big leagues wasn't the most direct, but you have to give him a whole lot of credit for getting here. He has a chance to make an impression on the higher ups here in September and earn a more permanent spot on this roster next year.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues. But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Number 17, Johan Camargo.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He'll check in here at 277. And even 20 home runs and 69 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Number 11. Ender.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ender Inciarte. Swing and a line drive. And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Execute your pitch down and away below the knee, and a left-hander's able to shoot it through the 5.5 hole. That fires me up.
Marquez.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Now another 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Braves strand one. They're up 3-2. Bryce Wilson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Digging in, JT Realmuto. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First delivery to him on the way. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Leadoff base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Ryan Holiday will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 28, Ryan Holiday.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Popped up. Freeman over to his left. 1 out. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring in the middle infielder Gene Segura. From the belt, the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Cesar Hernandez. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. Hit to short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They're down 3-2. Juan Nicasio has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
He's set, and the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
You know what? Dallas, you gotta watch out for Dallas this year too, man.
Line to the right side, but foul.
Cowboys look good in their opener. Dallas Cowboys look good.
Ready with the 0-2. Right side, but it's well foul.
Carson Wentz looked real good in week 1. His first half, he was kind of slow in the first half, but he came alive in the second half. 2 touchdown bombs to D. Jackson and 1 touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey. The Eagles are going to be, if Carson Wentz looked good, man, in the second half. Carson Wentz looked like the Carson Wentz I've seen in his rookie year or second year. You know, so maybe Carson Wentz, I don't know. We're going to see what happens in week 2. I'm excited about this game. Sunday Night Football, I'm excited about it. The Eagles at Atlanta, that's always a good matchup. It's always been great. Of course, you know I'm going down my team. But the Eagles, man, they got D. Jackson. That's another threat. And D. Jackson is looking good in that offense. Looking good in Doug Peterson's and Carson Wentz offense. So if Carson Wentz gets the feel of D. Jackson, Alshon Jeffrey, and Nelson Aguilar, if all 3 of those receivers can work together, because Nelson Aguilar and Jeffrey was already good, but with that D. Jackson and the bomb, that bomb that I seen in week 1, those 2 bomb touchdowns to D. Jackson, the Eagles got a deep threat now. Not only do they got a front threat with Alshon Jeffrey and Nelson Aguilar, that D. Jackson with the bomb deep, we need a deep threat. The Eagles need a deep threat, and they need Carson Wentz to be able to get the ball out to somebody deep. And why not D. Jackson? That's the perfect weapon. He's very fast, and he gets out. If you see those 2 bombs, he looked like Randy Moss out there, man. You remember Randy Moss? He looked like Randy Moss out there, man. Straight up. Carson Wentz, first half, yeah, they looked a suspect. I admit, man, after halftime, third quarter, it was all over, man, for Washington Redskins, man. When Carson Wentz started lighting up with that bomb, and Deshaun Jackson, that 1 bomb touchdown is what lit it up. Because the Eagles was looking like they was going to get blown out until that 1 touchdown happened.
Another 0-2 coming.
Yay, Jackson did look like Randy Moss. Phillies better watch out.
Now. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
D. Jackson looked good going deep, man. That bomb, man. I keep thinking about it. 2 bombs. That bomb, 2 bombs. That's 14 points.
Again, a 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. McCutcheon is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
He should have never left.
The Braves here in inning number 8, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr.
You know, I've been an Eagle fan since Randall Cunningham, since Rodney Peete, old school. Randall Cunningham, Rodney Peete, Ricky Waters, Herschel Walker, Donovan McNabb. You can never forget Donovan McNabb, man. Icon. You know, I know that McNabb didn't win the Super Bowl, but he's definitely an icon, man. McNabb. I think McNabb put a lot of work in, and I feel like McNabb never
You think he could be in the Hall of Fame possibly?
Yes, McNabb. I know he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he got the Eagles there, and McNabb really did a lot for Philly, man. And Andy Reid. Andy Reid and McNabb and Michael Vick. In 2010, Michael Vick was phenomenal for the Eagles. But McNabb, Donovan McNabb, going back to 2001, Terrell Owens, of course. Even though he has a lot lot going on. He had a lot of, a lot of stuff going on. He played better. He played more ball than Antonio Brown. I tell you that. T.O. was much more out there than Antonio Brown. You know T.O.'s better than Antonio Brown. Terrell Owens was nice. He just,
And speaking of that, did you hear McNabb and Cunningham are one of the top players to possibly be in the Hall of Fame next year?
Oh, no doubt, man. Randall Cunningham revolutionized the quarterback position. Go back and watch some of those old videos of Cunningham, man. And Buddy Ryan, I think he passed away. Buddy Ryan, you better go back and watch those old school videos of Cunningham, man. Those guys revolutionized the game. They should be some of the original founders. Warren Moon, Doug Williams of the Redskins, the 85 Bears, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Detroit, one of the best running backs. He was better than Emmitt Smith. Even though Emmitt Smith won the Super Bowl, I think Barry Sanders was better than Emmitt Smith. I still got that debate, even though they retired. Barry Sanders, before LaDainian Thompson, you had Herschel Walker, Ricky Waters, and, Charlie Gardner. There's more. There's more people. There's more. But the Eagles had some good players. Reggie White, of course we know we lost him, Bless Reggie White, Jerome Brown, Refrigerator Perry, William Perry. If he's still alive, he might be. But Buddy Ryan and Randall Cunningham, yeah, the truth. Randall Cunningham is the truth. He's the original Michael Vick. I love Michael Vick, but he's the original Michael Vick. That's straight history right there, man. And Michael Vick to me is a special phenomenon.
Yay, Reggie White and Jerome Brown, R.I.P.
R.I.P. R.I.P. to those guys. Reggie Brown, I think he went with the Green Bay Packers, and when we lost Reggie Brown, we went downhill. When the Eagles lost Reggie Brown, we went downhill. But Randall Cunningham should be in the Hall of Fame, and the next person to be better than Randall Cunningham is Donovan McNabb. Nick Foles has to go in the Hall of Fame. Nick Foles, we might got to talk about him going to the Hall of Fame too. Also, Carson Wentz, he got to work a little more, but he should get. Carson Wentz did great for the Eagles. He's going to go in the Hall of Fame though, because he's still responsible for the Eagles making that Super Bowl run in 2017. But Nick Foles, man, is going to get major credit. Sad we lost him. He's going to get major credit because he won the Super Bowl, man. Nick Foles.
Yay, was a heartbreaker losing him in free agency to Packers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We lost Reggie White to the Green Bay Packers. There's so much history. They said we're coming up to 100 years of NFL. There's a lot of history.
And Nick Foles will definitely be in Eagles Hall of Fame.
Yes. His jersey will be up there. He got to be Nick Foles. Now, I might have to say Nick Foles, he passed Donovan McNabb. I hate to say that. Only because even though he's a backup, he won the Super Bowl, man. He won the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? If Nick Foles didn't win the Super Bowl, McNabb would be better. But being as though McNabb didn't win that Super Bowl, Nick Foles they're going to have over McNabb. But they all will be in the Hall of Fame, but they're going to have Nick Foles remembered over McNabb because he won that Super Bowl. Defense wins championships, and teams that win the championship will be remembered in sports history. If you don't win a championship...
And by the way, prayers for Nick Foles. Hope he heals quickly. Terrible injury he got week 1.
I watched that game too. I watched that game, man. You saw Andrew Luck. Let's talk about, remember Andrew Luck? And you remember with Andrew Luck, he retired from the NFL because he said he was scared. Let's go back to Andrew Luck. You're going to have a lot of players retiring like him now. Andrew Luck, man, He took his last big payout and he left. You know what I'm saying? So don't forget with Andrew Luck. Nick Foles just got hurt. If Nick Foles continue to get hurt, it's going to be like an Andrew Luck situation. A lot of players, they're not holding up like they used to. See, the old school, the Eagles and teams in the 90s and the 80s, they would play for a long time, like Montana, like Cunningham. Those guys didn't get hurt that much. They could get hurt and still play. McNabb could get hurt and play. They don't make him like that no more. McNabb, Cunningham.
Yeah, I hope Foles doesn't retire because of injury.
Yeah, he might retire. That might be a situation, and that would be sad because he's still young, and he still got some championships in him. He won it for us. He did good for Philly. So, if he can do it with Philly, I'm just saying, man, getting injured, a lot of players are not holding up anymore. They're getting hurt, and they're retiring early. Andrew Luck was 29 years old. That's young. John Elway, look how many seasons he played. Montana, Warren Moon, Cunningham.
And that's why Wentz absolutely has to stay healthy.
That's another thing. That's another thing. Him staying healthy. That's another thing. Talking about health. Cam Newton don't look good at all, man. I watched that game last night. Cam Newton is looking suspect.
Ready to deliver. Here's
Cam
the first
Newton,
pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And it's gone.
Cam Newton is looking suspect. Cam Newton, man.
A solo shot here to left, and even 40 home runs on the year for him now, and it's given the Braves a 4-2 lead.
Boy, this guy just keeps going on. His 40th home run of the season, and he's not done yet. He keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation for some of the year-end awards.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Josh Donaldson.
Standing in now, Josh Donaldson, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's
Damn, but
hitless
nice
in
talking.
3
Gonna
at-bats
get
to
going
this
for
point.
the night. Enjoy the rest of your evening, man.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Got him.
Every pitcher gives up home runs, some more than others, but the best ones, forget about them as soon as the next guy digs into the batter's box. He showed me a lot right there by going after the next hitter and striking him out on only 3 pitches.
Into the box now, Dansby Swanson, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. One for the Braves in the inning, and it comes courtesy of the long ball. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now a 4-2 Atlanta lead. Darren O'Day is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 56, Darren O'Day.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled away. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper.
No, that's down.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. The next 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. O'Day, a 6'4" right-hander. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. One 1-0 pitch on the way, and it's fouled away. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
I think it's a real possibility that they put that run on first in motion. That would help them stay out of that double play that would end the inning, but that's also kind of risky at the same time.
The 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now, Odubel Herrera, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Fouled off. Hoskins is off at first with 2 away. In the dirt here. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia. Still down by a count of 4-2. Into the box now, Brian McCann. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Brian McCann.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. 1 out. Digging in now, Matt Schaefer. 0 for 3 on the day so far. He doesn't seem to have the idea on the major league pitching thing yet, but he could turn his day around with a hit here.
Yeah, he just needs one to fall right here. Just something to grab himself a batting average and let him relax. You're playing for everybody else but yourself at this moment, just trying to grind to get a hit.
0 for 4 on the day now. He might have to wait another day to notch that first major league hit.
Yeah, he's going to have to find a way to slow the game down, shrink the stadium a little bit and relax. Tough debut, but hopefully he's back in there tomorrow.
And that misses for ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 5 homers, 13 RBIs. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. 3-1.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now. 3-2. And here's the 3-2 from him. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there. And now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Daniel Winkler comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
For Atlanta, number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Striding in to start the 9th, Michael Franco, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's the first out.
Now
striding into the box, JT Realmuto. So far 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Back up the middle. On to first, and now the Phillies are down to their final out. Scott Kingery will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Kingery.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. Still without a home run, 9 driven in. The 1-0. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's through into left field for a base hit.
And that fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a two-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Gene Segura. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one. Kingery, the runner at first with two gone. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Philly down to their last strike. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Just hung in there on that one. So a full count now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate, but could not cash in.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
4-2 the final score tonight. Atlanta took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Max Fried gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Daniel Winkler hammers down the save, his 43rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 4 runs on 8 hits.
Can you
no
please
errors.
tell me
They
the
left
Phillies
5 men
record
on
after?
base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Okay, we will be going into, we'll be doing MLB standings, okay? I'll be doing some MLB standings. Right now I'm doing my replay of the top 9 innings of MLB baseball, and I've come up on my 174, no, I'm sorry, my 147th game of the season. Unbelievable. This is the longest season I've ever played. I've never played 147 games. I've always made it to 108 or 109, and this third time around, I've played 147 games. So this is awesome. And I got wind in me that I didn't think I had. So I'm excited about this season. I'll be doing...
Imagine if Chris Bryant gets traded to the Phillies, he'd be playing with his best friend Bryce Harper.
Yeah, that'd be real good. I like Bryce Harper, man. Yeah, I love Bryce Harper, man. And the Phillies look good, man. They're gonna try to get that wild card. And if the Phillies, we gotta break tomorrow. I think today we're off today. We're off today, I think. Or either I think we're off tomorrow. So we got like a day and a half break, and we play Boston. So that's gonna be a big one. Play the Red Sox. That's gonna be a big game. 2 games, and then we get another break. Then we go back to Atlanta. So the season is almost done.
My
man.
Giants are officially out of the playoff race.
Oh, they're out of the playoff race. Wow. The Giants are officially out of the playoff race. It's crazy because they swept us. This year they beat us more than we beat them. I know you saw the Giants games. We had that giant rivalry thing going on. Okay, Iron Pigs put on the 12. Okay. At Toledo. Okay. So let's go into it. Okay. So this is the remaining schedule of the Philadelphia Phillies official 2019 season. On the 14th, we play Boston. That's going to be on a Saturday. 7:05 according to the game. The show game 19 is close to the regular MLB schedule. Pretty close.
Wow, can't believe the losing streak.
Okay. Boston 14. All right, the 14th of September they play Boston. Then we play them on the 15th. We play them on the road. The Phillies play Boston on the road, okay? Then we get the 16th off.
Wait, you guys had a day off on Friday.
Did we have a day off on Friday? Let me see. Friday, yes, that's tomorrow, I think. Wait a minute. The 13th, wait a minute, where's the 13th? Let me check my calendar. My digital calendar, that is. Hold on. Because I got the date here. Oh, shucks. Yeah, we had a date off. Oh, man. So let me see. 14. Wait a minute. Do they play tonight? No, they play today. Yeah, they play Saturday. Today at 7:05. Okay. So we had off yesterday. All right. Okay, I'm a little late. I'm a day behind. But I'm still on schedule, though. I got the same amount of games they play. So I'm on schedule. I'm on point. All right. All right, let me see. Okay. Make sure I got all my stuff. Okay. All right. The 16th, we're going to get off. Tomorrow, Saturday, we play. And Sunday. All right, we get off Monday. Then we go on a 3-game road trip, 17th, 18th, and 19th of this September to play Atlanta. That's our last time. I'm kind of tired of playing the Braves, but I play them anyway. But I'm kind of tired of playing them. I'm tired of playing the Braves. You know, kind of tired of it. Atlanta 17th. 18th,
Did you guys win the division in the game?
I think we did. Yeah, we won the division, I think, in the game, but it still don't mean we're going to go all the way. We've won the last 2 championships. The show, 17-18, I won 2 World Series. So I want to see if I can go back and win it again to make it 3-peat. I want to do a 3-peat, but I don't know. All right, 17, 18, 19 Atlanta, and then that's it. We don't play them no more. Okay. Cleveland Indians. We play them September 20th, 21st, and 22nd. We go to Cleveland. They're pretty good to play a 3-game road trip. Then we
Damn, Phillies went from 6-2-5-1 to 9-0-5-7.
Then we got, now in the real life game, Phillies are 3rd place, I think. They're in 3rd place. In the real league, the Phillies would be in 3rd place. But on the game, I've been able to have Phillies in 1st or 2nd. We fell to 3rd place about a month ago. Okay, we played Washington Nationals 23rd, 4th, 24th, 25th, and the 26th of September. We're at Washington, D.C. Then, last but not least, we come back home.
But it all matters in real life if they can even make it this year.
It still matters. Yes, it does. I love to make the playoffs on the game. Every season I've made the playoffs. So, On the game, it matters to me, and in real life, it matters to the team. And I love the team in real life, and I love the game too. All right, Miami, we played them September 27th, 28th, 29th. We closed with Miami. They're bums. I don't know why we got to play Miami. Damn, they should give us somebody better to close the season out. All right, and then that's the end of the 2019 regular season, and then boom, we go in October. That's the pennant month. That's the big month. That's the playoffs. And baseball is lit during the playoffs. It's up there with the NFL, definitely. Even during the regular season, I love baseball. Baseball is a lit sport. All right, that's October. All right, then we go back to, let me click out of here. Okay, right here, this is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 15 games left. Season is over. Third season for me. This is my third season live streaming baseball, over 100 games in franchise mode. This is crazy that I did this. Unbelievable. It's crazy. All right, let me see. Let me go check. Okay, let's check out the standings. National League East, Phillies 90 and 57. The Nationals under us 83, 63. The Mets are 79 and 67. Braves 73 and 75. Marlins 58, 88. Then let's take a look
Nationals
at the
still have a chance.
Yeah, they still got a shot. National League Central. Cincinnati Reds 82, 65. Shout out to the people in Cincinnati with the Reds coming off 82 and 65. Chicago Cubs, Chi-Town. Season record 74 and 72. They're losing streak. What are they? 6 and 4 versus the Reds 7 and 3. Now streaks. The Reds had 3-game winning streak, as you can see. 3-game winning streak. Cubs only had 1. What was it? Oh, 1 loss. Pirates 70 and 77. I don't know what's up with the Pirates, man. They haven't been good.
Chris Bryant with Bryce Harper on the same team would be crazy.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it would be. It would be awesome. The Milwaukee Brewers 62 and 84. St. Louis Cardinals 61-85. National League West. LA Dodgers 84 and 64. Colorado Rockies 81-66. San Francisco Giants.
What about the Orioles?
What are they? 70 and 77. Arizona Diamondbacks 68-79. Padres, I've never liked them at all. 66 and 80. All right, that's National League West. Okay, and then of course we look at the wild card. We will come back to the wild card. All right, American League East.
That's the Giants' record in real life as well.
Oh, okay. 70 and 77. Okay, so then that means the computer is pretty accurate. Then the Giants, the show baseball game, this video game, sports games, we got to give a shout out to them because they're close. They're close to what the Giants would be in real life. So the Giants are 70 and 77. That's not even 500. And in real life, they're that way. So shout out to the show. They're pretty close on the game. They're pretty close, man. Not all the time, but with some teams, they're close. Yankees, 102 wins. 46 losses, man. They should be going deep. They should knock off the Astros. The Yankees this year, they've been playing good under, what's the guy name? What's his name? Andrew Judge. Yeah, I think Andrew Judge. So it's good. Boston Red Sox, we play them. They good. 81-66. I like the Yankees this year over Boston Red Sox, but everybody has their pick. The Rays, 73 and 75. Orioles.
Do you still like Ajabel Herrera?
Yeah, I like him. I think he's pretty good. The Orioles, Baltimore Orioles, man, this is the worst, man. 56 and 90.
Remember what he did in May of this year?
Yes. He did a lot this year. He did a lot this year. You're right. Baltimore Orioles, 56 and 90. This is the worst. Baltimore Orioles, man. They're the Cleveland Browns, man, of baseball. 56 and 90. 56 and 90, man. You probably got high school baseball teams that could beat the Orioles, man. Seriously, man, they're the Cleveland Browns, man, of baseball. They're the
Blue
Cleveland
Jays are
Browns.
worse.
The Blue Jays, they haven't been to the World Series, I think, since '93 when they beat the Phillies. This is your American League East. American League Central, Cleveland Indians 80-67. Chicago White Sox 70-77. They got the same record as the Giants. That's interesting. I don't know if they, well, we got 15 games left, so I don't know if the White Sox, they probably could still make a playoff run, but I don't know with that record. I don't know. I don't know if they can get no wild card jumping off. I don't know with no 70-77. I mean, they got 15 games left, 162 games in a baseball season, so you got a lot of time to mess up, but still, 70-77 with 15 games left in the MLB season is not sufficient enough to do anything. I wouldn't like to be in that position. The Twins, they're not too far off. Sorry for Minnesota, 69.
Phillies
Wins.
versus Red Sox classic.
Oh, that's a classic, man. That's going to be a classic. Phillies and the Red Sox, you know that's a classic. Minnesota Twins, 69-77. Kansas City Royals, a couple years ago they were good. I don't know what happened to them. Because they 67-80. Kansas City, the Kansas City Royals, not the Chiefs. But the Chiefs are good, yeah. But the Royals are lacking. Detroit Tigers, I don't know the last time Detroit Tigers was good, I think was 07. 2007. They might have won the World Series or went to the World Series. That's the last time the Tigers did anything. Detroit Tigers has been a bad baseball club, if you ask me personally. They're up there with the Orioles, man, in terms of being the worst. Detroit Tigers. And
Last time Tigers won was 8-4.
Okay, 84. 84? 1984. Oh man, well, they won the same time as the 84. The Bears won the Super Bowl in 85, right? So the Bears won the Super Bowl in 85. Detroit.
They made the
Tigers.
World Series in 2012 to lose to the Giants.
That's right. The Giants won the World Series too. What year? Let me see. What year was that? They made the World Series in 2012 to lose to the Giants, right? Yeah. Yeah, they did. American West.
Giants won 10, 12, and 14.
Yeah, they did. So the Giants, they got some World Series, man. The Giants is a good team, man. If I wasn't a Philly fan, I might got to moved to San Francisco, man. The San Francisco Giants are pretty good. 49ers, they still got some work to do. But the Golden State Warriors, last time I looked, they're supposed to be playing in San Francisco.
Phillies won 0-8.
Phillies, yes, we won 08. And I think 08 and another year. 08 and 09. So the Phillies, we got some World Series too. We won it. I think 08 and probably another time. I think 08, 09, I think. The Phillies went to the World Series in 2010. We played the Yankees, I think. Yes, Phillies went back, but we didn't beat the Yankees though. Astros, what's that? American League West, 97-51 record of the Houston Astros. There used to be a baseball team called Montreal Expos. I don't know if that's today's modern Houston Astros, but Montreal Expos, I gotta look up that team. In the 80s and 90s, used to have Montreal Expos. Just like I think you had the Brooklyn Dodgers that changed to Los Angeles Dodgers. The Los Angeles Dodgers we know today, I think used to be called Brooklyn Dodgers at one time. California Angels, season record 91-56. Texas Rangers, season record 78-70. I don't know if that's realistic. The Rangers haven't been good since 09, I think. 09 or 010 is the last time the Texas Rangers did anything important. Seattle Mariners, 62-85. To me, they haven't been good since Ken Griffey Jr. Oakland Athletics, season record 60 and 87. There you have it. National League East standings, National League Central standings, National League West standings. Look at the American, that was the American League we're talking about. American League East, Central, and West, all in your face. All right, the standings. Then we look at American League Wild Card, Angels, they got there, but they're way past. They're good. Them in Boston, Angels in Boston will be real good playoff contenders. Texas Rangers, we have them there. Then we have the Rays here, right? Third, fourth place kind of thing. Them two. The Rangers got the edge over the Rays. Look like the Rangers will be in postseason. White Sox 70 and 77. They matched the Giants in the National League. That's interesting. Same record, but different division. Minnesota Twins right there. And all these other teams, we won't count them.
How is the MLS for Philadelphia?
I played it. It's pretty good. The Major League Soccer, I like it. It's pretty good. I've done 3 seasons, 3 live streams. It's not bad. I don't know how to put FIFA, but the Philadelphia Union are pretty good. You know, I love to play with them. I did a whole season of FIFA. I think it was FIFA 19. I did 17, 18, 19. And I did 1 Women's World Cup and 2 Men's World Cup seasons. So I've done a lot of soccer gaming. So I'm a fan of the Philadelphia Union. Major League Soccer is up and coming. I like Atlanta United, DC United. Got some good squad. Houston Dynamos. Yeah, I did a lot of streaming of soccer. And Philadelphia Union is hitting. I think they play in Chester. The Philadelphia Union soccer team, very popular. And arena football is becoming big. The Philadelphia Soul just made the Arena Bowl and they lost. But arena football, I hope EA Sports or whatever company, they come out with arena football. That's becoming very popular. Okay, we got the Royals. Okay, so let's look at 5 teams. Angels, Red Sox, Rangers, Rays, and White Sox. That's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all we're looking at, 5 teams. And we might add this one on, the 16, which is Minnesota Twins, the 16, or the 7. That's it for American League. Let's go over to American League. We left that. We're going over to the National League. We looked at the East, National League East. We look at Central Division, and we look at the West. Last but not least, the wild card. Washington Nationals, they got them, really they got them at the top, right? In real life, I think they're close to the top. The Rockies is under them.
Why is Bryce Harper booed in San Francisco?
He's booed.
Do you like Alex Rodriguez?
You know what? I don't think he's bad. He's not a bad player. He's not a bad player. I think he's pretty good. Colorado Rockies is right under the Nationals. Then you got the Mets. You got the Mets under the 3rd. Okay. And then we have Chicago Cubs on 4th. And then we got the Braves. So that's on 5. Nationals, Rockies, Mets, Cubs, and Braves. 1, 2, 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5. Look at those teams. And then the rest of these are just ice cream on the cake. Pirates and Giants going to be fighting. And then that's it. Alright, so that's your complete National League standings all throughout the league and your wild card National League and American League. Now we know who's who. And also in the league updates, they got Phillies, we're 90, 57, Washington Nationals 83 and 63. Mets 79, 67, and Braves are 73 and 75. Final score. Braves win 4 to Phillies 2. And next time, Phillies...
Chris Bryant or Nolan Arenado?
Yeah. next time we will play will be at what time will we play? Next time we'll play the Phillies will be we'll play Saturday 7:05.
Phillies Red Sox gonna be classic.
Oh, you better believe it. That's gonna be a game, man. That's gonna be a game to remember, and I will be watching.
Watch out for Saturday game.
Oh, you better believe it, man. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. Really good.